Captain Melissa Groover with Charlie 7 of the 158th Aviation. Before September 11th, people would say, I know where I was when Kennedy was shot, and I never understood that. But now I get it, because I'll never forget the things that happened that day. On September 11th, I was working at Buckley Air Force Base. It was the last day that we didn't have barricades up in front of our buildings. Before then, people would say, you're just in the Guard. Since then, people have seen people from their communities go to war and die, and they've learned that bullets don't discriminate. You see a greater appreciation from just going to the grocery store. Mommy, Daddy, there's a soldier, and there's a greater appreciation there than there was 10 years ago. I love soldiers. I love leading soldiers, taking care of soldiers. The National Guard is a family, and we take care of each other that way. And that's why I do what I do, and that's why I'll probably do what I do until they tell me I have to get out.
Specialist Justin Ferrin, Bravo 186 Infantry. I joined the Guard because things got slow around here, got laid off from my job. I came in February of 2008. I don't know if September 11th had any influence on, it probably had a little bit of influence. I was still in high school on September 11th. I think I was a sophomore. I woke up to the news being on. My mom was watching the news. The planes had hit. So I just kind of sat there and watched it until I had to go to school. Everybody was kind of freaking out a little bit at school. Every classroom I went to, we would just watch the news. I don't think we learned anything that day. Whenever I'm in uniform around here, every once in a while I'll get somebody who will say thank you. I'll be eating breakfast at a restaurant or something, and somebody will come up and say thanks for your service. And that's good to hear. I mean, it's good to have support from our community when we can get it.
Staff Sergeant Kidman, Bravo Company 1 of the 186 Infantry. So I went over to Iraq the first time in 2003. I did that time voluntary because, well, I was young and it sounded like a good idea when the war first started. Felt like you were a celebrity. Come home, everybody wanted to shake your hand, buy you meals, pay for food, pay for groceries. I mean, it was everywhere. The support was everywhere. And then that also made me want to deploy again. I mean, I was part of something cool. It wasn't until this last tour to Iraq where we came home and, I mean, everybody's done with the war. Everybody's tired of it. Everybody wants us to come home. You don't have people buying your groceries and stuff anymore. They say thank you, but it's more few and far between. I don't blame civilians for the way they feel. I mean, this war is taking a toll on our country. I mean, war is hard on soldiers, and the USA is the reason that they're over there, because they take pride in being American. In one sense, I don't blame America for being tired, for the monetary toll it's taken, but they need to show support for soldiers, because that's who we're doing it for, is them.
Sgt Christopher Schmidt. When I first heard about September 11th, I was quite angry. I just, always thought that America was, as a nation, was very secure. Nothing like that could happen, and so it just, it made me really mad that, somebody from a foreign country came over here and took American lives. And going overseas, it gave me an opportunity to do my part as an American. I felt like I earned my freedom and my rights, so to speak, I guess. I joined the military not really, mainly for college money. Never thought I'd actually end up, going overseas or anything like that. And it happened, and so it just, me personally, gave me a sense of feeling like, okay, all the freedoms and stuff I have that other soldiers have always fought for and everything, I'm part of that now. Like, I've joined, that group of people that, have fought for our country, and I felt like I've earned all the freedoms and everything that I do have.